Hey guys, welcome to the 30-day weight loss challenge update. Today is day 14 and let me summarize what happened today. And then the end of this video, I'll summarize what all of you guys are going through, some of the questions, and summarize pretty much the last 14 days and where we have come along as we have prepared our body to be ready. So starting tomorrow, things are going to happen differently in our body. Okay, so my day started with a big smoothie, banana smoothie, had spinach wraps made with yellow dal. This is what the picture looks like. I had 5 of those and I was pretty full after that. Then instead of having my morning ginger tea, I had switched that morning ginger tea to afternoon for my lunch. Then I had another ginger tea at around 5 o'clock for my afternoon evening snack. And then obviously I didn't have anything for dinner other than another tea which I had at 8 o'clock. So pretty much throughout the whole day all I had was my meal before I had at 10 o'clock. Now I'm putting myself obviously in a calorie restriction today, but this is it, right? Now we need to calculate how much protein we need to put in our body. So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure I have 60 grams of proteins. My weight is 160 something. You divide that by 2.2 and then take 80% of it. So for example, let's say a rough estimate of my weight is, we know it's 163.8. That was yesterday. I haven't measured it today, but let's say it's 165. If it's 165, I'm overestimating a little bit. 80% of that, divide that by 2.2 and then multiply times 8. So when you divide that by 2.2, 165 ends up being 75. And then 80% of 75 is around 60 grams of protein. So that's what I need. I need 60 grams of protein pretty much every single day. So while I'm having all this protein, when am I going to have it? Tomorrow, I'm going to have it first thing in the morning for breakfast. I'm going to split a little bit of some protein for the afternoon. So I have, about 20 grams in the afternoon. And that's my plan. 40 grams of protein in the morning and then 20 grams of protein in the afternoon. And then I'm not going to have anything for dinner again. So that's my plan for tomorrow. I hope you guys can follow it and see where we end up. The goal is not to put body into a calorie restriction without proteins, right? My second goal is to make sure I have enough amount of fats for the breakfast. So whatever that fills me, that's what we're gonna have. I'm gonna overfill myself. I'm gonna make sure that I'm healthily full, or I don't even know if that's a word. But as long as I stay full in the morning for breakfast, I'm good. And I'm having 40 grams of protein. Obviously, I will add some coconut oil or ghee or some kind of saturated fats into either one of those two things, or coconut milk or coconut cream, so that I get good amount of saturated fats. Now then, once we have calculated this, let's say 60 grams of proteins, how many calories is that? Right? A lot of us will wonder, what is 60 grams of proteins equal to? So you multiply that times 4. So 60 times 4, 6 times 4 is 24. So that's 240 calories. So I'm having about 240 calories worth of protein, and then probably some equal amount or a little bit more, because it comes in the form of lentil, carbs and fats, and a little bit more fats. So somewhere about 800 calories worth of diet in the day, throughout the day, right? Maybe up to 1,000. But the goal is to make sure that what I want to do is I want to add workout, because now it's about becoming lean, at the same time making sure I increase my muscle mass, and I don't want to lose my muscles. So our body thinks this way, right? And we think this way. If we're building something, we're not going to break it down. You get it? If I'm building this wall, I'm not going to break it down. So in order to preserve my muscles, I'm going to make sure I do some type of exercise to keep them active and engaged. So in our body, when we go through starvation mode, body uses sugars first, protein second, fats the third. So we're gonna hack our body and make the body skip from sugars to fat. You get it? So we will not break down proteins if we are building muscles. So if your muscles are engaged, when we go through a little bit of starvation, the body's gonna skip from sugar metabolism, skip proteins because we're actually keeping them engaged every single day, doing some type of workout. It's gonna skip the proteins because it's not gonna break proteins down when we're building them. It's gonna go to fat. As soon as it goes to fat, you're gonna know the differences because you're gonna start releasing all the endorphins, all the stem cells, retrain your immune system completely. And so let's do that starting tomorrow, and then we'll see what we end up doing. Make sure you don't overfill your stomach in the morning. Leave about 20% space for the acid to come in and digest the food, right? If your capacity is to eat let's say 5 tortillas, eat 4. Leave the 1 tortilla worth of space in your stomach so that acid can come in and digest it. Overfilling will just bring everything up. So remember that, plan your proteins and make sure you have them, right? So, okay, let's see. The second question was, how do I plan my proteins, right? What's in 100 grams of, let's say, mung beans? I don't know the exact number, but somewhere about 20 to 30 grams of protein is in 100 grams of mung beans. So if you're having mung beans, you're gonna find yourself having 1 bowl worth, which is pretty easy to have. 1 bowl worth is about 100 grams, and that's 20 grams of protein, maybe 30 grams. You can Google it, you'll find that number. So I'll probably try to have 2 bowls worth of it to equal out somewhere about 40 to 50 grams of proteins, which will be great. Perfect. First thing in the morning, slowly digested lentils. They will give you just enough energy, sustained energy throughout your morning, and you will feel great. And then by the time lunch comes, you'll have another 1 bowl of lentil. Perfect. Now your whole day is done. That 1 bowl of lentil has fats in it. That 1 bowl of lentil has also carbs in it. You can add, for breakfast, lots of green vegetables along with it. So now you have a 1 to 2 bowls worth of vegetables. So try to make it equal and see if you can finish it. Most of the time you will be able to finish all of those things because once you start digesting it, there will be enough space in your stomach to finish 1 bowl worth of vegetables with 2 bowls worth of lentils, or 2 to 2. 2 bowls worth of vegetables with 2 bowls worth of lentils. You can make a smoothie out of vegetables. Just don't throw away the pulp. Put the fiber back into it. So that's how we'll have equal amount of proteins with equal amount of greens. Okay? So that's it. Call me, email me, message me, whatever your questions are. We'll try to solve them. And there is a method to this madness. Thank you for following. I appreciate all your support and questions. Love you guys all. Bye. Good night.